Centauri. Oh, okay. So I'll wait for him to check out that one. This isn't bad, but there's a lot of tile blockers. Um, I generally like to go out a little bit more to capture more territory because regardless, I'm going to get off of Centauri because it's already in my territory. So if I 20%, yeah, why not? So let's see.
Research complete.
What's this? Oh, pause. I did pause. Oh, I'll pause. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels. My name is Connor Bean, and I've been leading a team researching advanced materials technology. Please announce that we made a substantial breakthrough, offering us a number of potential applications to pursue. Please let us know the following. Oh, so okay. So this is the path for the hull construction that I picked out earlier. So can you provide information? There we go. Okay. So light hull construction, by selecting the specialization, we are decided to focus on development of materials that are progressively lighter but still durable. So the results are ships are capable of evading enemy fire with much greater ease. Okay, so it's pretty much just more maneuverable ships. Okay. Then heavy, I'm assuming, is the exact opposite. Name suggests by selecting these directions. Or durable and resilient. Ugh. Resilient. Eventually, there's at least a breakthrough to develop much superior armor. Maintain needs. Okay, so it's pretty much if I want to go for lighter, more maneuverable ships, or a heavy hull, like just tank. So asking in 6 months. Why would I wait 6 months? This. I'm assuming this is just like a passive buff. I think I'm gonna go. See, usually, if I had this choice, I like going light. I like being able to dodge damage, just because it negates it completely. Like you don't get hit. If you don't get hit, no damage at all. Where heavy is more, you could take more hits, but you're still getting hit. But I think on this case, I'm gonna go heavy. Just because I think thematically, like when I think like Star Trek well, not Star Trek ships in general, but like the Federation ships. Yeah, they have like little tiny maneuverable ships, like those little flyers from Deep Space Nine. I always forget what they're called. Or things like Voyager, the Defiant. I think is like the biggest named one because it just flies around and shoots stuff. But I'm always a big fan of the bigger ships, so heavy.
Research complete.
Like my favorite ship is probably like the Sovereign and the Galaxy classes. Just because they're ridiculous. All right, what is this? Inertial electrostatic confinement. Oh, I'm gonna get so tongue tied with this mod if words are gonna keep coming like that. So weapon damage, power generation, optical computers, tracking chance to hit. YPS antimatter. Okay, so this just faster ships. And yeah, that's the picture from the typo warp core the Enterprise uses. It's like majority of the warp cores in the show from like original or like if I go from when they're made or chronologically, so I'll go across like from Enterprise to the original to Next Gen and to essentially Voyager. I haven't watched Discovery yet, just because I think I'm gonna wait for the season to end and then I'll just binge watch that. But essentially, from each season, the warp core kind of changes a little bit. It's still fundamentally the same, but the way they lay it out, how much space it takes up, just drastically changes. It gets smaller. Well, it starts small. It gets really big in original, and then it gets small again, or smaller in Enterprise and smaller in Voyager. What is this? Okay, so Starbase, minefield, nuclear explosions, mass-scale dilithium refinery. What's this unlock? Ship design. Further advancements construction of larger, more powerful warships. Always in favor of bigger and stronger ships. Just cause I know eventually, well, I'll run into the Klingons somewhere. Like I know it. It's gonna be. See, I want to say the Klingon. Okay, what the Delphic Expanse is here. Yeah, I'm a big Trekkie. I looked at like maps and stuff, so I kind of get an idea where things are. Or okay, Orion Nebula is here. So like Klingons will probably be like somewhere here, I'm assuming. It changes depending like what map you look at, or maybe I just don't know where it is. Probably that. Okay, so that's still haven't surveyed it. No, you're still going. Okay. Usually the first couple turns, no, not turns, it's not turn-based, but for a little bit it's pretty slow. In Stellaris, schedule a level 5 diagnostic. Oh, it's the anomaly. Okay. It's pretty slow in the beginning of Stellaris. Like Stellaris goes through essentially 3 phases. Well, most games do. So you got the early game, you got the mid game, and you got the late game. Early game you're building up, obviously. It's a little bit slower. Then as you get to like, I think migration treaty proposal. Okay. Mid game in Stellaris is probably the best part of this game. It's balanced well enough that you have a big empire to actively do the things you want it to do, but you don't like ruffle stomp the entire game because you're so OP. Now, granted, you can't get to that point. Border range 15, bunker network. Let's do border range. And you don't have to micromanage as much because it's still not overwhelmingly big. Because that's the big problem with I personally think in Stellaris. Like I love the building part of this game, but when it gets to like say you control all this, like half the galaxy, I was gonna say universe, but half the galaxy. Yeah, they have sectors, which that's the whole point of them to help not get to the micromanage part. But it just becomes a little tedious, like especially warring. Like warring when you have to go from planet to planet, you got like all these little things running around. I kind of stop at that point and go like, you know what, that's good enough. Oh, okay, so food. Advisor, Payson government, or Borg. I can pick Borg. Okay, that's cool. But no.
Did you know that my internal power core has an effective blast yield of over 5 megatons of TNT in the event of a catastrophic overload?
That's interesting. Basically.
Priority alert. This pre-record.
Okay. Can I play as the Borg? Huh. Maybe I should play the Borg. Speaking of like my way back as my favorite species probably is the Borg. Just cause. Where's it gonna go? God damn, it's been so long. Traditions. Policy edicts. Okay, liberation wars, food stockpiling. Let's go up to balanced. I do like the growth right now, but I like to be at least at balance, so just in case something does happen, I got food. Tactical bombardment, resettlement, land creation, first contact, initial border status open. Robotic workers? Robotic managers try to not only our people's livelihoods. That doesn't sound like the Federation. Let's allow it. Actually, they try to. Okay, now I'm just going back into the episode now. Yeah, let's change a bunch of these things real quick. Core world's populations, all species, refugees welcome, slavery prohibited, yes, purge prohibited, de-assimilation properly, drone deactivation. Drones are dangerous in isolation, dangerous groups. Oh, okay. Can't change that right now.
System survey complete.
All right, I'll get to that in a second. Tactical bombardment, low bombardment, resettlement prohibited land. Okay, you know what, that's good. All right, let's see. Oh, did I ever build that? I never did build that
Research
colony ship.
complete.
Okay. So it's larger, so it's gonna be better in the long run, but still a lot of tile blockers. So it's essentially you got 3, 6, 9. I know it's essentially as of right now until I can unlock it a size 11 planet, which isn't the greatest. Colony Burrow, Planet Border Excursion, Orbital Hydroponic Farms. Let's grab more border. More border means more planets to fall under us. It means more resources, actually, passively, indirectly, not passively. Okay, so go there.